Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin John's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. We start off with some tragic news in the professional wrestling world. Legendary Mexican wrestler Jose Lothario, who trained and later managed Shawn Michaels in the WWE during 1996 and 1997, has reportedly passed away at the age of 83. Our Bruce Farp confirmed Jose's death on Twitter by tweeting, "Sad news today. The great Jose Lothario has passed away. So thankful that I had the opportunity to induct him into the NWA Hall of Fame while I served as president. He was so happy, and it was my pleasure to induct him. God bless you, Jose Lothario, and may you rest in peace." Also, the WWE released the following statement regarding Jose Lothario's death. The WWE said, "The WWE is saddened to learn that Jose Lothario has reportedly passed away at age 83. Despite never winning a WWE-sanctioned championship or competing at WrestleMania, Jose Lothario, born Guadalupe Robledo on December 12, 1934, made a lasting mark on the WWE Universe by simply agreeing to train a cocky teenager from San Antonio, Texas. A cocky teenager that grew up to become WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. Lothario helped HBK find his footing for a career between the ropes, from selecting Shawn Michaels as a ring name to teaching the Showstopper how to effectively perform the signature kick that came to be known as Sweet Chin Music. HBK soaked up every last lesson taught by Lothario, a Saturday morning staple for wrestling fans of a certain age from the Lone Star State. "I think every young boy who lived in Texas knew who Jose Lothario was," Michaels told WWE Magazine in 1996. "I first saw him on TV when I was 12. He was the first superstar to come across my screen. He is a legend in San Antonio, Cuba, Mexico, just about everywhere." Their relationship reached the summit at WrestleMania 12, when Lothario, having helped Michaels break into the business nearly 15 years earlier, watched him from ringside as HBK realized his boyhood dream of becoming WWE World Heavyweight Champion by defeating Bret Hitman Hart in an unforgettable WWE 60-minute Iron Man match. Of course, Lothario became an effective mentor only after establishing his well-traveled reputation as a gritty grappler. As an NWA mainstay, he helped usher in popular Mexican wrestling styles to the sports entertainment scene in the United States. His fans knew him best as Super Sock, a nickname recognizing the punches Lothario used to dole out during his past experiences in boxing. Lothario even briefly displayed his considerable talents before the WWE Universe, most notably by humbling Jim Cornette in a match at In Your House 10, Mind Games. The WWE extends its condolences to Robledo's family, friends, and fans. So sad to hear about Jose Lothario passing away. I first heard about Jose just a few years ago, back in 2014, when the WWE had a promotion going on with Walmart to promote WrestleMania 30. I remember Walmart had WrestleManias 1 through 15 on DVD, along with a bunch of other pro wrestling DVDs that the WWE was putting out at that time. And I remember going to Walmart for my birthday in 2014 and buying WrestleManias 1 through 6 and 12, 13, and 14 on DVD. And I went home and I watched WrestleMania 12 for the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart match, because I had always heard about it as a kid, but I never got to watch it because WrestleMania 12, when that was going on, I was 2 years old, so I never really got to see it up until that point. But I gotta say, whenever Jose came out during Shawn Michaels' entrance, and the commentators went and said, "This is Jose Lothario, the man who trained Shawn Michaels," I was like, oh my God, Shawn Michaels' trainer is, going to be in his corner during this big championship match. And then, I remember seeing Jose point up at the rafters, and I seen Shawn Michaels up in the rafters, and, that's when Shawn made the legendary zipline entrance. And that match, man. Hey, listen, if you have never seen that 60-minute Iron Man match for the WWE Championship between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, go watch it on the network. Go and watch it on YouTube. It's one of the greatest wrestling matches I've ever seen. and one of the greatest pro wrestling matches in history. I thought it was really touching that Jose was there with Shawn whenever he finally won the WWE Championship. I thought that was just a really touching and cool thing to see. And so I want to send good vibes and well wishes and prayers out to the family of Jose Lothario. 2018 has not been kind to pro wrestling. We have lost some really big names this year. And man, another big name has been lost in Jose Lothario. So once again, my well wishes and good vibes and prayers goes out to the Lothario family. He will definitely be missed. Mike Johnson of PWInsiderElite.com commented on Zelina Vega not being part of the WWE European Tour due to possibly suffering a concussion at Evolution. Mike Johnson said, Zelina Vega was not at any of the house shows for SmackDown this far. We are told that when she was tossed out of the ring at Evolution, there was a belief that she may have suffered a concussion. I don't know if she actually did or not, but there was fear that she may have, and they are keeping her off the road just as a precautionary measure, but she'll probably be back on the road in the next week or so. And of course, as you know, Vega did not appear on last night's SmackDown Live with Andrade Cien Almas. Thanks to RingsideNews.com for the quote. Triple H announced on Twitter that he had successful surgery to repair his pectoral injury. As previously stated, the belief is that surgery will prevent Triple H from competing at WrestleMania 35. Triple H tweeted on Twitter, out of surgery, happy to report all is well, thanks to excellent medical care of Dr. Dugas and his team and all the well wishes, messages, tweets, and texts I got over the weekend. Road to recovery starts now. Hashtag game time. It's good to know that the Cerebral Assassin is doing A-OK. As previously noted, the SAP Center website in San Jose, California was advertising Braun Strowman vs. Drew McIntyre for the WWE TLC pay-per-view. That match has now been changed to Strowman vs. Baron Corbin. Ronda Rousey vs. Nia Jax and Seth Rollins vs. Dean Ambrose are also being advertised. On a recent edition of Busted Open Radio, Mark Henry gave high praise to Drew McIntyre by saying, ever since Drew came back and we stuck him with the grown butt man Drew McIntyre moniker, he has been stellar. His promos are priceless and he is unrivaled. Drew is grabbing the business and he's doing things that a lot of the young people are not doing, and that's why he's in this conversation that we're talking about, as where he's going to be in the next year or two. I think that he will be champion. I think before next year is over, Drew McIntyre will be the world champion. Thanks to WrestleZone.com for the quotes. And with more news on Drew McIntyre's big push, Twitter account at WrestleVotes provided the following update regarding WWE's plans for Drew McIntyre. WrestleVotes tweeted, the WWE has been high on Drew McIntyre for months now. The big push is indeed starting. They have major plans for him in 2019. And in a recent interview with Planet of Wrestling, McIntyre teased going after the Universal Championship by saying, yeah, I mean, during my time away from the company, I won titles in every company around the world there really is. It was time to come back home. I wanted to start in NXT. I became NXT champion. I got injured, re-debuted with Dolph. We became tag team champions. He's been Intercontinental champion, and like I said last week on Raw, I'll be watching Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman very closely. Whoever wins, that's my target. Brock Lesnar won, so now he's my target. Thanks to RingsideNews.com for the quote. Despite his contract reportedly expiring in early 2019, Shinsuke Nakamura is being advertised for WWE's UK tour in May, and he is actually the only person featured on one particular advertisement. Dustin Rhodes, you know him better as Goldust, recently spoke out about mental health with the following Twitter message. Goldust tweeted, for too long I have felt a little worthless, and it's definitely something I need to work on. I'm humble, I'm a good man, I work hard, and at times I struggle with my worth because I stay in my head constantly. We must get out of our heads and see the true us. Hashtag I'm worth, hashtag love me. And I just want to say this real quick. I had the privilege of meeting Dustin, aka Goldust, a few years ago in 2012. He came to my hometown and came to the Perry County Library and done an autograph signing. And I got to meet him, and he was a really, really nice man. You know, and he told me, because I told him that I wanted to get into pro wrestling, and he said, man, you can do it. You just got to work hard towards that goal and you can accomplish anything. And he was just such a really cool guy. I really, really hope that he's doing okay, and I want to send all the best good vibes and well wishes out to Dustin, and really hope things turn around for him, because mental health is definitely a big issue, and it can be a horrible thing. It definitely can. So stay strong, Goldust, because you made a big impression on me a couple of years ago. In a recent interview with SkySports.com, Titus O'Neil gave his thoughts on Hulk Hogan appearing at Crown Jewel by saying, "It's not my decision who goes there. I support whatever decision the company goes with. But at the same time, we are all independent thinkers. I have no ill will towards Hulk Hogan whatsoever. He's a part of the WWE family, and as a part of the WWE family, we embrace him and will make whatever we have to work. At the end of the day, we're all entertainers. We're not politicians. We're not advocates for one thing or another unless we choose to be, and there's not been one entertainer in the history of WWE who has been at a higher level of WWE than Hulk Hogan. Him going over to Saudi Arabia was a decision that was made solely on the basis of being entertaining, and I know the princes and the fans over there ate it up. They wanted him over there before too, and it was good for the fans there to see him and for him to get that rush of the crowd." And finally, here on Jammin' John's Wrestling News, here is the current card for Survivor Series on November 18th. We have the Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 Tag Team Elimination Match, the Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 Women's Elimination Match, the Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 Men's Elimination Match, Team Corbin, Baron Corbin, the team captain, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and a member yet to be determined, taking on Team Bryan and Miz, Daniel Bryan co-captain, The Miz co-captain, Shane McMahon, Samoa Joe, and Rey Mysterio. You also have the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain, going up against the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Bar. We got the Raw Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, The Man, Becky Lynch. The WWE Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, taking on the United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. And in our main event of Survivor Series, the WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar taking on WWE Champion AJ Styles. That is your news for Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin' John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices. Big shout out to everybody listening to this on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Stewie Family is the name. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, the Jammin' John. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin' John's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion, wanting to get your next big event out through the awesome power of Amazon Alexa, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too can subscribe to me by going to patreon.com/JamminJohn. I have free packages on there ranging from $3 to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/JamminJohn. This is Jammin' John saying thanks, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.